Hey you guys, it's Key here with House of Pain. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. So for today's video, I'm actually going to do another nailed or failed. I'm going to try another attempt at doing my own braids. I'm probably going to do the whole rubber band method. As you can see, I already have my hair sectioned off, looking crazy. But don't judge me, judge your mama. I am not going to do a whole lot in my hair. As you can, as you can tell, it's not too many parts, but it's enough where it's not super like gappy. The hair I'm going to end up using is pretty long, but hopefully it blends in with my hair nicely because, as you guys know, I dyed my hair and it was supposed to be like a nice copper color. However, I think after some time has gone by, it's not even really copper. It was more of like a rusty, like brownish kind of color. And of course, with me washing it and my roots growing out, as you can definitely see where all that dark is at, especially here up in the front. It's not really copper anymore. Not that it was actually even copper to begin with. This video is not going to be super long because I don't want you guys sitting here for 30 minutes listening to me rant while I try to do my hair. So I'm just going to jump into it. But before I do that, you guys already know what I'm going to say. And that is, say it with me, yes. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I post new content. And disrespectful, something just fell into my eye. Don't you guys love that when that happens? Anyway, we got it out. Disrespectful. And yeah, we're just gonna jump into it. You guys already know Key sticks with the good old Shine and Jam keeps my hair moisturized, even if I'm not using a whole lot of leave-in conditioner, which I more than likely will because I plan on leaving this style in for at least a month or two, maybe even something longer if we can. Excuse me. I'm going to go in with my African Pride Moisture Miracle Coconut Oil and Baobab Oil Hydrate and Strengthen Leave-In Cream. And I also do have my African Pride Coconut Milk and Honey Leave-In Conditioner Spray, but I'm not sure I'm going to use this right away versus me more so using it to refresh my hair, just because I don't want my hair to be soaking wet. I might just spray a little bit just to detangle my hair as I go, because you don't want to do this on tangled hair because it just doesn't work that way. I have my detangling brush here, my rat tail comb, extra rubber bands, and then I do have some hair ties just to keep the rest of my hair uniform and out of the way. And then I'm going to go in with the Mayday Pure Touch pre-rinsed and cleansed pre-stretched braiding hair. And I did get this in the color Tea Copper, and it is 52 inches. So you guys can see, this was the color I was going for. Maybe even a little bit lighter than this, a little bit more brighter. But hopefully it matches my hair, because brown just probably wouldn't have looked as right. If it doesn't match, well, I already bought it, so it's going to work. I already took a pack of the hair out just to see how it felt. And it feels actually pretty good, you guys. Like, I can run my fingers through her, like, oh, do you see tangles one more time? Oh. So I am going to try that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep her 52 inches or not. It will be cute, but it's so long. We'll just have to work on that as we go. So yeah, I think I'm just going to stick with the rubber band method, even though I did want to try. Oh, okay. Well, she's already shedding. You know, you can see she's shedding, but that's to be expected. I am going to do the rubber band method, although I did want to try the knotless braid method, just because I feel like it's going to be more comfortable for me. But I just couldn't get the hang of it. And on top of that, for the length of time that I want to keep my hair in, What I didn't want to do was to have it in and then 2 weeks later it's frizzing up so bad that you just can't really do anything with it. Versus if it starts frizzing up with the rubber bands, I mean, it's going to look a little bit more uniform and neat than if I just did it and just added hair along the way, going down the hair strand, not starting off at the top. But we're going to make sure that sis isn't super tight. And the way they did this hair as well, I thought I should mention this, is that it was pre-rinsed in a vinegar rinse. So hopefully that itching won't, be a factor, because that is one of the biggest reasons why I never leave my braids in for more than a month, if I even get that far. I might make it to 3 weeks. And then at that point, I am itching so bad. Like, my head and my skin cannot take, synthetic hair or fake hair, anything of that nature, and it just irritates me. So we're going to see how she works. So I'm just going to start here at the back. And then I might just get a hair tie and get some of this out of my way. I'm only going to do the one on camera, really, in normal time. And then the rest will be sped up for video purposes or for length purposes. I don't want you guys sitting here listen to me chat and struggle to do my hair for 30 to 45 minutes. That's not cute, so we're not going to do that. And you guys already know, if you see me looking this way or this way, and I'm not really focused on the cameras, because I'm looking at myself in my mirrors. So, gotta see what I'm doing. So yeah, my sizes aren't too bad. As you can see, they're pretty decent in size. I'm gonna spray a little bit of my leave-in spray. Just to get a little bit wet. And then I'm gonna go ahead and detangle. Just make sure all of the tangles are out that might be in there. And then I'm gonna go in with my Shine and Jam. Ugh, you guys, it smells so good. So good. I'm just going to make sure that I put a good amount on here, because I want this to be as slick as possible, seeing as how the parts aren't going to be fantastic, because if you guys have noticed, I am horrible with parts. And I mean horrible. They look horrible. They just are ridiculous. And then to help, I'm actually going to put gel along the entire length of the hair that I'm going to use to adhere the fake hair to my hair. Or the braiding hair. I hate saying fake hair, but the braiding hair. I'm not going to do it too tight, just tight enough. And then here we go. I'm not sure how big of a piece I should use. That's another problem I've noticed I've run into, is I'm not sure how big of a section of hair I should get as far as the braiding hair goes. So maybe this should be enough. Maybe a little bit more. Like I said, I'm not looking for these to be perfect by any means necessary. I just want for my hair to, stay. And I can already tell you that wasn't going to do it. So I'm just going to wrap that around here, and then I'm going to start braiding And then I think what I might do is add a little bit of gel to those sections of the braids, of the braiding hair, and work my way down. Actually, I wonder if I should do twists, because I feel like twists would be a little bit easier for me. We're just going to see how the twist turns out first. So right off the bat, I can tell you that this hair, unlike some of the other hair I've tried before, it's not really tangling up on me too bad. So I'm able to, twist down a lot easier without my fingers getting just caught up in it. Which is super nice. And I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but while I'm going down, I'm twisting the hair around itself so that it can better adhere and stay versus coming loose. Now granted, I am not a pro at this. As you guys know, I'm really just trying this for the first time, and actually hopefully it, works for me this time around, because the last few times I just gave up because it just wasn't turning out the way that I wanted it to. So, yeah, we're gonna see what happens, but I can already see where I'm running into a problem. My hair, it's not even on both sides. You can see right there, like this side's a little bit bigger than the other one, so I'm just gonna borrow and see what happens. I feel like I might be twisting too hard, and that this one is going to look absolutely crazy. Let's see. Okay. So there is the first twist, like right here, you can see a lot of it, like where I had to borrow, and it just looks kind of wonky. So the twist isn't too bad. I can feel where my hair is sticking out at, and I'm not really liking it, but is Key going to take it out? No, she's not. She's just going to keep going and get the swing of it or the hang of it as she goes along. What I am going to do is unravel these ends here. You know what I might do? I think I might make it... I'm going to borrow some hair real quick. Now what I might do... I might go all the way down. So it is tangling up a bit at the bottom, as you can see. But it's easy to just get it back out, so that's good. grab a rubber band, tie the ends off. Now, whether or not I plan on keeping the hair this length or maybe even shorter, I'll figure that out as I go along. But so far I got one twist in. Yay! We just have to do the rest of her head. And then I also noticed Key forgot to go in with her leave-in cream. So we're just going to open that and continue on. It's secure, that's for sure, which is something I've always struggled with, is my hair being too loose at the root. But I think I'm getting the hang of it. All right. So I'm going to move on to the next piece, and yeah, I just really was going to do this one on camera for you guys, and then kind of go from there. So I will see you guys in a bit. I'll be back. It is almost 9:30, and I am still doing my hair. As you can see, these are no longer twists; they are braids, because I started to do my hair and it was turning out fine, and then they started to unravel, and they started to unravel too much, and they started to like swell up too much, no matter how much gel or shine-in jam I put on there. So Key got about halfway done, still wasn't working. I tried everything, took everything out, and restarted with braids. So I'll probably be doing this until about 12 o'clock. Yeah, it's about 12. But I'm almost done with half of my hair. Just got to do the other half. Y'all pray for me. I'm about this close to chopping my hair off and calling it a day. See you in a bit. Alright, you guys, so I have officially finished my hair, and it is the next day, but I did finish it, I guess you can say today, but at 4 o'clock this morning. You guys, I literally did about half my hair in the twist, and what I started showing you guys in the beginning of the video. Well, the twists were bulging up, they weren't trying to stay right, no matter how much gel I put in it, and it just wasn't catching my eye. It was something just not sitting right with me. So I took everything out and had to start fresh, and ended up doing braids instead. I didn't really do anything fancy. I wasn't even planning on having a side part, but for some reason while I was braiding, that little lump up there, while I was braiding, it eventually ended up turning into a side part. So I do have that going on. I left it the length that it is, so it is 52 inches still. And then I did not dip these. Sis was too tired, so she just did rubber bands at the end, as you can see right there. And I just left the ends out because sis also wasn't trying to go to the very end of her braids. I need to trim the flyaways, but I'm not really like too worried about flyaways, if that makes sense. I can always go back and do that anyway. So as far as the style goes, I like what I have. I feel good with it. It was my actual first attempt at it, and yes, it took a long time, but that was because I took breaks in between. Of course, sis was so tired and was so like blah after having to take the hair down the first time around and start over, that she literally took a nap, or she tried. So yeah, I'm probably just going to throw some lock jewelry on here, perhaps. I'm going to go back in and I'm going to put some oil on my scalp just to, you know, be on the safe side, which I'm going to do off camera because this video is already long enough as it is. I'm going to go in with my leave-in spray from African Pride and just refresh everything And if anything, I might take the rubber bands off and put some perm rods on the end and kind of get a little curl situation going. But for the most part, I like it. I think it looks good for my first time, and it's not tight. I could pull it back, and it wasn't, hurting me or anything. It wasn't uncomfortable. So I'm gonna say that this is a nailed it. So I'm happy. I'm telling you right now, y'all, it's probably gonna be like 4 months before I take this out of my hair because no, absolutely not. The hair though that I use is actually really good. It got tangled every now and then, but that's to be expected when you're using braiding hair, especially when it's synthetic braiding hair. But it wasn't really tangled, and then all I had to do was take my brush and slide it down the hair, and that knot or that tangle came out very easily. Um, while I was braiding, it wasn't really getting caught around my fingers. I had little jewelry on my nails that have officially come off, so they're not even there anymore. But it wasn't getting caught in there. It was very easy for me to just work through it, and I'm just happy with the results. I'm so proud of myself for doing this and actually keeping it going. You can definitely tell where I'm going to need more work, especially up at the top here. I don't know if you can see it, especially like this little bump I got going on right here. But for the most part, I'm happy with it. I'm going to keep them in for at least 2 or 3 months. And yeah, so everything I use will be listed in the description box down below, including the hair. The hair, like I said, was the made hair, 52 inches and tea copper. And just to let you guys know, the hair was $7.99, and it is a 3-bundle pack. So 3 bundles in a pack, 52 inches and tea copper for $7.99. Can't beat it. It was good, and I still have plenty left over. I used a pack, 1 whole pack, and I used 1.5 bundles from the second pack. So I still have plenty of hair left over. So if I want to do the style again or refresh it afterwards, I can, and I will still have plenty left over. So with that being said, like I said, this is a nailed it. I am so happy. Hopefully you guys, if you haven't tried it on your own before, you try it now because it wasn't that hard. My arms weren't hurting. It just took some patience. If you have the patience, do it. It works, and I'm secure, and I feel like I look so good. So yeah, if you guys have any comments or have any suggestions for what I should do next for my nailed or failed series, let me know. I have more videos to come, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.